I'm Sheila Grant for the City of Detroit. Parks and recreation centers promote healthy lifestyles, community interaction, and educational opportunities. The City of Detroit is responsible for over 300 parks and a dozen recreation centers across the entire city. In this series, we'll explore some of the many amenities that this department has to offer, like basketball and volleyball courts, football and soccer fields, tennis courts, yoga, swimming, bingo, dancing, and much more. When I was a child, my mother always tried to find activities to keep my sister and me busy outside of school. As a single parent, she relied on free and low-cost programs, and she found just what she was looking for within the Detroit Parks and Recreation Department. These days, the city has so much more to offer. In this series, we will explore some of the many programs and offerings within the city's Parks and Recs department. Did you know the City of Detroit has a swim team, and they've been competing all over the country for more than 30 years? I recently sat down with Coach Peterson, and he talked about the swimmers' practice routine.
Monday through Friday, and during the season we'll go on Saturdays also. Short course season, that goes from September, and that goes all the way until the middle of August. Usually what we do, we try to do some, do a little warm-up, stretching exercises before we get in the water, and then once we get in the water, we're going to try to do some warm-up swimming to loosen their bodies back up. And then we'll get into maybe some stroke technique drills and some sets where we're trying to work on our skills for a particular event. And then we'll swim about between 5,000 to 8,000 meters. If we're over at Martin Luther King High School, we're trying to swim 5,000 to 8,000 yards. Swimming has always been one of my my loves. It's what I always wanted to do. So when I got a chance to do it full time, that's what I chose to do, and still volunteer to participate in the swim meets and everything that we have going on with our program. And hopefully try to keep it going.
The City of Detroit swim program serves many purposes and should be used more frequently by its residents. Malik is a bright young man who says his exposure to the city's swim team has taught him several things.
I'm age 13. I go to ATA, Advanced Tech Academy in Dearborn. It's a very great school. I enjoy it a lot. Be quiet, have fun, just focus on what I gotta do, keep going, never give up, push myself through life.
He wasn't always fearless when it came to swimming.
No, it started off when my sister went on vacation. She went to Washington. I was so bored in the house. I asked my mom, let's go swimming. She brought me to swimming, and then I just started to go on the next level with it, and I just did it.
And now, he even has advice for beginning swimmers.
Never give up, be humble, always try your best and work hard. Just have a coach there, always by your side to help you improve and get better, and you won't be afraid of the water as much.
The city's aquatics coordinator, Jacoya Warren, is in her second year on the job. Her responsibilities include getting schedules together for the entire swim team.
I just oversee all of the pools within the city, making sure things are running correctly and smoothly. Started swimming when I was 11 years old here at Coleman Young Center. And then from there I got on Martin Luther King swim team. And I swam from my sophomore year to my senior year. And then from there I started working for the recreation department.
Although the swim team practices separately at rec centers across the city, they come together a few times a year to practice for their upcoming meets.
They may join together maybe between 4 to 5 times throughout the year.
Former Detroit swim team member Cassandra Kaplan was home from college and gave us a few minutes of her time.
Growing up, I swam in the Detroit rec department. Like, I've been swimming since I was 5, and then I earned a scholarship to swim at Howard, and I will be a junior in the fall. My mom was a lifeguard, and she was a swimmer also, so I started with her coach, Coach Jenkins, and then I went to Coach Gary.
Cassandra said her busy schedule is fulfilling, but she had to find a way to balance it all.
I just learned how to balance my time, like being able to do like being able to like do my schoolwork, swim, practice, and then have time for me. So it's all about time management.
While being away at college is great, there's something to be said about being home and in familiar territory.
It means a lot being able to come back, like even though I'm like 19 and already like have my years in here, like it means a lot to just come back to swim with Coach Gary and see everyone grow up and like swim and get better.
The Detroit swim team's trophies and medals are on display at Northwest Activity Center. Head over to detroitmi.gov/recreation for more information about the City of Detroit's Parks and Recreation Department's programs and activities.